Hi everyone, it's Andy from Hobby Headquarters. Well, we've got a new box of really cool stuff that just came in the mail from our friends over at Masterpiece Models. Masterpiecemodels.com, you can check out their website. And it's all kinds of new prehistoric creatures made in resin that I'm really excited to, as well as some other stuff that's inside there. So this is going to be kind of a short video just showing all the cool stuff, but I think if you're into prehistoric stuff like I am, I think you'll enjoy it. So let's get started. Okay, many of you guys might not know, but along with building military plastic models, I love prehistoric creatures like dinosaurs and things like that. And our friends over at Masterpiece Models were kind enough to send us out some early samples of some of the newer resin pieces that they have out. And the first one we're going to take a look at is the Nanotyrannus. Feathered edition, and this is like a little tiny Tyrannosaurus Rex, but is completely feathered out. Rather than having the scales, they've actually put feathers on it. So let's take a look at this is the artwork that'll be on the box. This is the actual kit itself in solid resin. I know it's in white and it's sometimes a little bit difficult, you can see, but it's very, very finely molded. And give you an idea of size, there's the entire piece all built up. So it's probably about 13, 14 inches long. And when you look at the tail here, you can see that they've installed feathers, this big plumage all across the back of the tail, and even have feathers on the little tiny arms that the Tyrannosaurus Rex had. Like that. And then it comes with a big solid base too that you can screw it down to, and once you get it all painted up. Now these are all going to get painted up, all the ones I'm going to show you. In fact, at the end of this, I'm going to show you another one that we've had for a little bit of time, but we finally got it painted up. So let's look at the next one now, which is the woolly mammoth. And like I was saying, now we have the 15 scale woolly mammoth resin piece. And as you can see, it's a much larger piece right off the top. And this one is cast hollow, so the thing doesn't weigh 20, 30 pounds for a block of resin. This is all hollow cast, but still, hopefully you can see in the white, but there's still lots and lots of detail in this. So we have that, the legs, to give you an idea of size here. We have the trunk on the animal. There's obviously a little bit of flash here that needs to be cleaned off, but you can see that. And then two really, really long tusks that we'll be able to put in. Oop, one other leg in there as well. And the tail. So very simple kits to put together with a little cleanup of sanding and stuff and a little bit of either epoxy or super glue. We can get this glued together, and we'll also get this one painted up. And there's one more that I want to show you now, and it's the woolly rhino to go along with this. Oh, one other thing too I should point out. Another big giant base to go with this too, to keep it from falling over, and it's already got the footprints inside of it, so you know exactly how to put it on display. And finally, the last 15 scale prehistoric creature we're going to take a look at is the woolly rhino. And this is obviously a lot smaller than the woolly mammoth. This one is solid cast, so this is a pretty good chunk of resin right here. Lots of detail. The sculptor of these did a fabulous, fabulous job on it. So very simple kits, just some little bit of cleanup around the edges and some super glue or epoxy. Give you a general idea of the creature itself there. And then of course we've got the big long horn to attach on here as well. Just like that. So this will, I think, will build up to a nice, nice model. And also you get another solid cast base as well to display your pieces. And like I was saying earlier in the video, we are going to get all of these painted up, and we're going to show you on a future video what they look like once they're done. And speaking of that, what I want to do now is I want to share with you a one that is all built up, but let's move the things around here and we'll show you what it looks like. And here is the special thing I promised. This is Masterpiece Models Utah Raptor. And I'm going to put my hands right here to show you the size of this thing. It's a massive, massive piece, beautifully, beautifully molded and sculpted. And I had a friend of mine named Jordan who was kind enough to paint this up for me. He's a fabulous figure painter and modeler in general. and I showed him this thing right here, and he was like, oh, I'd love to paint something like that. So I was like, this is great, because timing takes a lot of time to paint something like this, and he just did a spectacular job on it. In fact, what I'll give you guys too is, if you want to, you can check out his Instagram page and look at some of the other models that he has created. Beautiful, beautiful work. We'll kind of just put this on the turntable on. Look at the detail that he did in the eyes too. Looks like the animal's actually looking at you. Give you a quick little 360 on it there, and just show you how nicely this kit is once you put it together and paint it. There was only a couple of parts on the entire model. You guys, I showed it to you a couple months ago if you want to see what it looks like unbuilt. In fact, we'll turn it back off here now. But a beautiful model and just wonderful. Let's zoom in a little bit on the eye as well. Give you guys a little close-up of the dinosaur's head. The Utah Raptor here that we have is in 1/6 scale. So a human being in scale would go up to just about to the bottom of his lip here. So as you can imagine, this is in real life a large dinosaur that would have no problem taking out a human being. And looking at this this model right here alone, it looks like this thing is ready to reach out and bite you anyway, because it's very lifelike in the way it's painted and modeled. So that's one that I would definitely recommend on. In fact, go over to masterpiecemodels.com. I'll put the web address down below in the comments, just above the comment section, and check out all the different types of really cool things that they have on their site. In fact, there's one other thing I'm going to show you guys as well that I used in the last video. And we'll just move this off to the back here, and I want to show you two things that I got a lot of comments on when I used in the last video on weathering up the mouse tank, where we did the chipping and weathering effect. And these are a new thing for Masterpiece Models. These are their mottling. They're M-O-T-T-L-I-N-G masks, and they're designed to be sprayed on to different things to give like a weathered worn effect. Worked out really well on the tank, and few people are asking about them, so what I thought I would do is show them to you right here. So you punch them out, you basically hold them up to the, put your coat of paint down, whatever color you're using, and then put this over it and use like either a lighter or darker color, just slightly, and mist that on there, and it gives it a nice weathered worn effect. So take a look at their website. Got some really cool stuff on there. Well, there you go, guys. There's a quick look at Masterpiece Models' new 1/15 scale resin prehistoric creatures, plus finally getting the paint job on the Utah Raptor, which is special thanks to my friend Jordan for doing that. I would highly recommend go on to masterpiecemodels.com. They have a wide variety of different subject matter on there. Beautiful model kits, everything from Old West to sci-fi, to dinosaurs just like that. In fact, I was just on their website looking at things, and they have a 1-to-1 scale Tyrannus, Nanotyrannus, that's what, Nanotyrannus head. So it doesn't have the size on it there, but it says it weighs 40 pounds. So I'm guesstimating in resin, it must be just massive, especially if it's 1-to-1 scale. And you guys remember when I printed up that Tyrannosaurus Rex on my 3D printer, and we made the big one. It took us, what, a month and a half to print it. This is just a one big giant head, so definitely go on to the website and take a look at it there. Also, too, there's some new news from Takom. Our friends over at Takom are going to be doing a line of Panzer IIIs, and the first one, I'll show you a picture right now. The very first one that'll be coming out very, very soon, in fact. Looks to be a beautiful kit. It's under their Blitz models, which Blitz is made by Takom. It's basically a little bit easier form of them to put together. Not as many parts as some of the other Takom kits, but very, very nice. I'm glad to be seeing this Panzer III, and it is going to be an entire line of Panzer IIIs from what we've been told, so quite a few of those will be coming out on it there. So hey, that's it. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and please stay tuned. We have many more videos coming.